Furniture.com.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
You're listening to the home of Inter Miami CF.
His strike is a decent one. It's fired into the top right corner. Gonzalo Higuain opens his account for Inter Miami.
OnsideRadio.com, where the passion for La Rosa Negra runs deep.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
OnsideRadio.com knows gamers need a home.
Can you dig it?
That's why for the next 60 seconds,
Can you count, suckers?
here's your Onside Radio E-Report with Michael Christian.
Big changes may be coming for the Call of Duty League. On Monday's E-Report, Kai told you about how the Toronto Ultra won the Stage 2 Major this last weekend. Well, now, league teams are hinting at a possible return to LAN. A LAN tournament is a gaming tournament that is done in person at a single venue. Current CDL matches are taking place online, which is sometimes leading to connectivity issues and potential advantages for teams located in cities with better internet speeds. Players, fans, and organizers would all likely prefer a return to LAN tournaments, and it should definitely help boost what is already a really fun CDL season. Get ready for even more intense gameplay and the return of Trash Talk.
Stay in touch in the world of gaming with the Onside Radio E-Report. Wake up and good morning. 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh.
What are you doing?
Shh! I am trying to sleep.
Time to wake up.
No.
Wait, what day is today?
It's hump day.
What? Is that today?
It's Wednesday. I'm giving up listening.
We're halfway there. Halfway there.
Halfway.
Where? Where?
To the weekend?
Okay. Guess I can hold out a little longer.
Until then,
Showtime.
Here's Toast and Marsh.
Wednesday morning. They call it the hump day. This is 4th and 20. One of the last 4th and 20s we'll be having. I am Toast. Obviously, there is no Marsh. My man Sean Stanley sitting shotgun as always.
The final countdown.
I know, right? Big day for me today. Second shot day for me. I will be
D-Day.
I will be getting out of here. I will go home. I will pick up the wife, and we will head on. It's funny.
Oh, that's right. It's a double poking, right?
Yeah, so it's funny because obviously the person, whoever from the state of Florida calls like 24 hours beforehand to confirm your appointment. And whoever it is that is manning the phones and had to call us yesterday obviously doesn't live in South Florida because it's we're getting our shots at Markham Park.
Good old Markham.
Good old Markham Park.
Love that Markham Park.
I love Markham Park.
I used to go there a lot when I was younger.
Seen some good concerts out there. Markham Park, where they got the little remote-controlled runway for the airplanes and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, that's not as busy. That Markham runway, not as busy as it used to be.
No, it's not. So gonna go do that, and we'll see how
it's
I
a
feel.
drive-through, huh? Or
It is a drive. No, it's a drive-through.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you get there. Your last time for the first shot, we were in and out of there within a half an hour, and that included the 15 minutes that you have to wait after the shot to make sure you don't, seize up and have an allergic reaction to it. So we'll show up there. You never got out of the car. You roll down the window. They just go ahead and they stick you in the arm, and then they'll go to the wife's side. They'll stick her in the arm, and then we'll wait for 15 minutes, and if everything is good, we'll just go on home.
You're a true man. You driving and everything.
Yeah, man, no getting out of the car, none of that crap. So, listen, we went last time, and it was remarkably efficient. I will say, normally when the government is involved in stuff, efficient is not a word that pops into your head. But they had that thing on lock. They had a system down, and it was quick, and you checked in, and you got your shot, and you got out of there. It was easy peasy, man. So, and listen, I just want to. I'm done wearing. I'm done. I want to get to the point where you are vaccinated, Sean, and I am vaccinated, so I can stop wearing a mask doing this show. That's what I'm looking for. I want the two of us to be vaccinated so I don't have to wear a mask anymore. How's that sound?
Let's do it.
Yes. Now, have you been pricked yet?
I have not.
What are you waiting for? Are you not going to get it done?
No, I'm going to, but I just.
Are you nervous?
Yeah, I am.
All right.
I really am.
I hear you. Okay. Listen.
Again, I know a lot of people that are, I guess, what's the wording they use when the pandemic first came out? Like my dad had COPD.
Okay. Yep. Immunocompromised, high risk folks. Okay. Yeah.
And my worry is, again, some of them have they haven't got their shot yet. My dad's waiting on his doctor and everything else there. But I've seen people get the shots and have reactions because my daughter told me that also that if you didn't know that you had it, like you're asymptomatic and you kind of went through it, when you get the second shot is when you find out that okay, I may have had something because the second shot will bring out the
remnants of it.
The remnants of it, I guess.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and
okay.
then and then you're sicker than you were when you originally wore it. And I don't know, man.
I hear you. Listen, my whole thing is that I guess at this stage they have injected like 100 million people, over 100 million people.
100%.
Have at least one shot in this country, and I have yet to see people just dropping dead.
Yep.
I know they got the situation with the J&J.
But that's also a small fraction.
Well,
if
dude,
you read the whole article,
that's
it's very
6 people out of 7 million doses. So that's less than 1 in a million.
Yeah.
And granted, for those 6 people, that is awful, especially for the poor woman that passed away and her family and everything. But I mean, let's not get all like, oh my God, this is dude, 1 in a million. That's you have a better shot at getting struck by lightning.
Yeah.
So listen. I'm not going to tell everyone what they should do. I'm going to do what I want to do. I've done my research and my wife, and we're going to do this. And I'm hoping that the more folks do this, the more we get back to normal, man. The more
I'm not far behind you. I'll tell you that much.
There you go. I mean, I just want to. I'd like to go to a movie theater. I'd like to go. I'd just like to be able to go out and not have to worry about just all the protocols.
I don't know if movie theaters are going to be there anymore, Toast.
Listen, they may not. They may not. I don't know how I'm surprised those movie theaters that these big chains have survived as long as they have, I guess, with the PPE and stuff like that. But, yeah, listen, as my mom, I was talking to my mom, and my mom was telling me, and she's got in both doses, so my parents are fully vaccinated. They're in their mid-70s. But my mom was, and they were crazy active before this all did. I mean, they were more active now than retired than they were when they were working. Do volunteering, just doing stuff out of the house all freaking day long.
Busy.
Yeah, staying busy, crazy. My dad's chauffeuring old people, like older than him, like to part of this ride share thing, all this stuff. And my mom flat out told me 2 days ago, she's like, you know what? She's like, yeah, I'm paring everything back moving forward by about 50, 60%. She's like, I'm done running crazy. I'm not going to do nearly the stuff that I used to do. I've kind of, I'm backing off. I'm going to relax. I'm going to stay in the house more. And I'm like, all right, so.
So now she's finally retiring.
Exactly. Now they're finally retiring as they get to friggin' as they start walking up on 80. Unbelievable. My parents got a crazy-ass work ethic, man. Too bad it didn't pass on to me.
I was going to say, what happened to you?
Yeah, it didn't pass on to me. I don't know.
It always happens that way. Same thing with me.
I guess it skips a generation. I don't know. Oh, man, had some fun last night. So, first, congratulations to the hottest team in baseball. My Boston Red Sox had a nice afternoon victory.
How many victories they got in a row?
7, baby. 7.
Wow.
After losing their first 3, they've won 7 in a row, knocked off the Twins 4-2.
Fisher halfway there.
There you go, baby. But let's start off with the Marlins. 14-8 over the Bravos.
Oh, what offensive woes? We're
so
good.
I know, right? Like, for those through the first 7-8 games, averaging 1.4 runs per game, and now suddenly the bats are finally coming. Listen, I tweeted out that GIF of Pedro Serrano with with the bats got to wake up with the rum
Jobu.
with the Jobu, and boom, the bats have come alive ever since I tweeted that out.
You think it was the chicken? Sacrificing chicken?
I'm taking credit for all of it.
Hey, do it, my man. Do it.
Our man Duvall.
Duvall!
2 home runs, 7 RBIs as he just wallops his former teammates. And listen, you knew this was going to be one of those games you start watching it early on, and it was obvious that they kept matching each other run for run. And you're like, you know what? This is going to be one of those. I think Craig Mish actually tweeted out last night, in the 3rd or 4th inning, he's like, it's obvious where this is going. First 1 to 15 is going to win. Well, there you go, 14-8. They got the victory.
How about Pablo Lopez starting the 2-out rally?
Right?
The bats weren't awake until that.
Exactly. It still sucks seeing Marcelo Ozuna doing well. Whatever. It's part of being a Marlins fan. Just what happens.
Yeah,
so they will do it again. Starting to turn things around. That is good. They're now 4-6. And listen, I'll be honest. I'm surprised that I did not anticipate the Braves coming out and stepping on their crank like this to start the season.
But didn't they start bad last season as well?
Know what?
Not bad, but I mean,
I would love to tell you, but again, I paid zero attention to baseball in that joke of a 60-game season last year. Now, here's my question for you, Sean. My Red Sox got a doubleheader today because I got to make up the game that was canceled because of the shooting.
Yeah, 2-10.
So the second game will be a 7-inning game? Is that what it'll be?
I'm guessing yes by the new laws of baseball.
We got a 2:00 start and a 5:00 start. So I believe,
or maybe they do the 7:00 first.
So is
the 7-inning first, since that's going to be the game that got rescheduled, right?
So, I'm not sure which one is the one that got rescheduled. So all second games of a doubleheader now are 7 innings. Is this permanent, like forever?
I believe that's the rule for this year. Let me double check this here.
Oh my God, this is just I don't even. Yeah, I'll be honest. Then this will be my first time sitting through and watching a pre-planned 7-inning Major League Baseball game. I've seen 7-inning games that ended at 7 because of rain. That were supposed to be 9. I've never sat down and watched from the beginning a game that was only scheduled to be 7 innings. I don't even know what sport this is anymore. So we'll be watching that. Moving on. Panthers were also in action. Man, they needed a dub, Sean. They needed a dub. They had lost 3 in a row. They needed to get back on.
They know who to call. They know who to call.
Dude, did you see Drieger's save in the 3rd period where he reached behind him and pulled the puck back from the goal line? I mean, bro, dude.
Did not see it live, not going to lie.
Oh, my God. I thought Goldie was going to have I thought he was going to have an aneurysm.
Oh.
He was
head was turning red, huh?
It was insane. But the Panthers get a huge must-needed overtime victory, 3-2, so they grabbed the 2 points there. Frank Vetrano.
They needed that to get back on track.
They really did. They had lost 3 in a row. They had lost the 2 to Carolina. Then they went into Dallas. They lost the first one there. They needed to get back on the winning side of things, and they certainly did. So right now, I believe, let me pull up the stands. I believe we are back even point-wise. Yes, we are. So we do have 2 games in hand on Carolina, 1 on Tampa. But all 3 of us.
We would not be the Florida Panthers if we didn't have games in hand.
Exactly. All 3 of us, though, locked up top with 58 points. Nashville at number 4 has 49, so we are 9 points clear of that final playoff spot.
And we got Tampa coming up next.
Yes, we do. Yes, we absolutely do. I think it's, the 5th of the 6-game road trip.
Yeah.
This is a This has been a gauntlet that they've been going through right now.
Well, we said if they finish 3-3 or like a winning record, that's great.
They got to split against the Lightning here. You got 2 games. Mm-hmm. You got tomorrow night. You got Saturday night. Then you're home for 2 against Columbus, and then the Carolinas coming in here for 2. And those sons of bitches, they just swept us into. We better take at least one of those. And I swear to God, we better put we better put Trocheck on his ass at some point. I mean, seriously, just at least check the guy, please.
Check him as he's trying to get on the ice. Come on, set something up.
Yeah, so we'll see how the guys go.
Before Panther fans go crazy.
I know for all this.
I don't want to get Twitter like you get.
I know I got all the Twitter hate. Oh, how can you wish for a player to be hurt? That was not right. Okay, it was just a joke. I just made a reference to old school hockey. That's all. Don't take it. So I'm sorry I drew you out of your safe space, young man.
Yeah. You messed up on Twitter. There is no joking on Twitter.
Apparently there is no joking on
Everything
Twitter.
is serious on Twitter.
I know. The last serious thing that we'll talk about this segment was what the hell went down. I think we all knew this was how the game in Phoenix was going to go. I did not know. And who is this kid, Cam Payne? Where did this kid come from?
It's the Heat killer, right?
Oh,
there's always
God.
one on
There's
every
always
team.
Right. This kid comes off the bench and just destroy. Oh, their whole bench last night.
65 points.
I mean, are you kidding me? We could not buy a shot from 3-point land.
What happened to our depth that everybody talked about?
Well, I mean, we were 9 for 50 from behind the arc. It was ridiculous.
Yeah, we become too reliant on the three sometimes.
You know what? That's a great point. We absolutely do. And we all know when the threes aren't falling, it can get ugly fast, and it did so in the second half. So we end up losing that game by 20.
Oof. And no rest for the weary, by the way.
No, man.
Back at it tonight.
Back at it, absolutely.
Oh.
So, oh my God. So tonight's docket, we've got the Marlins and Braves at 7:20, and then the Heat will be in Denver. Now, listen, Denver's got no Jamal Murray. He tore the ACL, and that's another thing we're going to get into because, man, did Adam Silver get roasted yesterday. People are furious at him. They are blaming him for all of this, saying the compacted schedule, forcing the All-Star game. The Nuggets were in the middle of 6 games in 9 days. And guys saying this is just absolute BS. This is a money grab. This is all on Adam Silver. And I'll tell you what, are you surprised? I mean,
it's about them getting money. I mean,
think about the decisions that organizations, especially professional sports organizations, have made over the last 12 to 18 months. Everything has been about the dollar. Everything. They have pushed through and stuff. They've gone against medical advice, all because of the almighty dollar. And no surprise. Absolutely no. I think it was predictable. I think LeBron talked about it. But when you look at the superstars that are dealing with injuries right now that are out either for a long period of time or for the rest of the season, I mean, you got to draw a correlation.
Jamal Murray's going to miss some of next season.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, trying to squeeze 72 games into 4.5 months and then a full playoff I know why they did it. They wanted to make their TV partners happy and cash those checks. But look what you got right now. You've got a Los Angeles team that doesn't have their 2 best players. You've got a Denver team that just lost their best player who drove the Lakers crazy in the playoffs last year. So, I mean, I don't, it is what it is. But Adam Silver deserved some crap yesterday, and he certainly got it on social media. We will take a break. Plenty of stuff coming up today. We got the beef between Shannon Sharp and Kevin Durant. Did you see that yesterday?
It's getting real.
It is getting real. Also, blocking or muting on Twitter. We're going to figure out where you fall on that, where I fall on that. I like to be a muter, but I think I got to start leaning towards the blocking. But plenty of stuff to talk about today. Friendly reminder, Onside Radio, our hosts sit down at the roundtable to tackle the most important local and national sports headlines each day. Roundtable is also a separate podcast that you can go ahead and download. Just search Onside Radio on all platforms. Subscribe, rate, and review. OnsideRadio.com is the home for South Florida sports.
You can reach out to Toast and Marsh by dialing 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
It's Toast. Smartest thing I did last year? Called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now, and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
He has an overbite that makes him look like a cartoon character, a slightly crooked eye, and an uncommonly wrinkly neck. In the right light, he can look a little like a garden gnome, and he'll wear a bow tie just because. Sure, you might call him a little quirky, but that's exactly what makes him so perfect. Tuna is a 3-year-old Chihuahua Dachshund mix with more than 700,000 followers on Instagram, and it all started because he was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Tuna, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
Inter Miami CF fans, the 2021 season has arrived.
He got into Morgan, now beats out of the heart of the penalty area, picks out the bottom right-hand corner, and Inter Miami have a 2-goal lead. Pizarro's second for the club.
This Sunday, Barrosa Negra hosts the LA Galaxy at Drive Pink Stadium. Our pregame coverage starts at 2 p.m. Don't miss any of the action all season long. Download any of the apps at our website at OnsideRadio.com. This Sunday, tune in to OnsideRadio.com at 2 p.m. Game time is at 3 with the voices of Inter Miami CF football, Chris Whittingham and Thomas Rongen. Your football is live, exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
Big news, Miami fans! Body Armor is proud to be the new official sports drink of Major League Soccer and Inter Miami CF. It doesn't matter if you're a player or a fan, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you with potassium-packed electrolytes, antioxidants, and no artificial sweeteners, flavors, or dyes. Whether you're at home or in the starting lineup, Body Armor sports drink will hydrate you from kickoff to the final whistle. Body Armor, now the official sports drink of Inter Miami CF, available at your local Publix.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Inter Miami fans, time to find out more about your favorite soccer team with OnsideRadio.com's IMCF Football Focus. Here's Austin Robillard.
Just this past Sunday at the newly named Drive Pink Stadium, presented by AutoNation after a partnership deal was announced, Inter Miami took on themselves in an intra-squad scrimmage where the presumed starters, coached by Phil Neville, took on the presumed reserves, coached by Jason Kreese. There were some interesting points here by Phil Neville in this starting team where we had Robbie Robinson start out on the wing, we had Gregore and Matuidi play next to each other in the midfield, and we had LGP next to Figal at center back. It seems like this will be the team taking on LA Galaxy on Sunday, where they hope to get the first win in 2021.
Keep up with the latest on La Rosa Negra by subscribing on most platforms. Search Onside Radio. Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Wednesday morning, 4th and 20 podcast, second segment of the pod. Friendly reminder that we are doing an NFL draft party here at Onside Radio. And if you want to join us, you are invited to go down to Sports Grill in Miami, the one right there on Bird Road, 11481 Southwest 40th Street. Going to be a 2-night thing. We'll be out there Thursday night, Friday night, Thursday from 7:30 to 11, Friday from 6:30 to 11. Food and drink specials, giveaways, all sorts of good stuff. The whole crew going to be out there. We'll be broadcasting live, especially Big O and Alex Dono. So make sure, listen, Dolphins got a big night, 2 first-round picks. You got to go somewhere where Dolphin fans will be hanging out and enjoying it and get some great breakdown of all the picks. You've got to come join Onside Radio as we do our draft party, our first ever draft party at Sports Grill in Miami. You going to make it down there, Sean?
I will be there. I'm actually engineering the remote.
Oh, I hear they got great wings.
Oh, the special grilled wings.
That's
barbecue garlic.
That's what I go with, the barbecue garlic. Okay.
Oh, so
all right.
good.
Yeah, because I will be, I'll just be just shoveling those into my gullet. I've heard their wings are phenomenal.
I'll go one-on-one with you.
Yeah, listen, man, I never get down. I rarely get down to Miami, so I'm looking forward to it. So, listen, and it's going to be a big night. Big night, 2 first-round draft picks. There's now talk. Bro, there was talk yesterday the Dolphins may want to trade up.
Yeah.
To 4? Or what? So here's my issue. You were at 3. You were at 3. That was your pick. You were at 3. You trade down to 12. You move back up to 6. If memory serves, after all those trades, I believe that we are, when it comes to what we gave up and what we got, we are plus a second-round pick right now, I believe.
Yes.
After those were all done. So if you want to now move from 6 up to 5 or to 4, you're now going to be down. You're going to be down. To move up only 1 spot or 2 spots, you will now be net negative because you'll have to give up with what you give up. You'll be a net negative, and that is awful. You can't go from having the number 3 pick, the just allotment of picks you got to move down to 12, and then give all that back up to move back up. What are you doing? No, stay where you are.
Almost like they're being outsmarted by the
Right?
Cincinnati Bengals front office. Here.
Yeah, it's like if you wanted to pick 4, then you should have kept the number 3 pick. I don't know. You don't move down to 12. It's like, hey, we made a trade. Oh, now I regret it. Let's move back up. Well, now you're giving up all the capital you gained by moving down.
Yeah, it almost makes you believe they're leaning toward Jamar Chase then too, because that's who the Bengals have been talking about. Which again, talk leading up to the draft.
Listen,
is all that is just talk, but.
If I'm the Bengals, I am all over Jamar Chase because I want to reunite him with Joe Burrow.
But
then again,
Burrow's ass.
I got Penei Sewell sitting there, and I got a quarterback who I love who just had every ligament in his knee blown up last year. Yeah. So I got to protect him somehow.
I think they were the worst offensive line in history last year.
I'll be honest. Cincinnati's in a really tough spot. They're in a really tough spot because obviously they need a playmaker on the outside. But they also have to protect their quarterback.
Yeah.
And so I'll be honest, I'm surprised that Cincinnati isn't the team that we saw pull what the Dolphins did and move down 7-8 spots to pick up some more picks and then still be in a situation where they could get a top-line wide receiver and an offensive lineman. Because just staying at where they are, I don't know. They're in a tough spot. But listen, for the Dolphins, all I've wanted for the Dolphins is I want Chris Greer and Flo to be looking at their draft board. And wherever they pick, whether it is at 6, whether they move up to 5, or whatever it is, I want to know that when the commissioner says the Dolphins are on the clock, that Flo and Greer have a list and they have the guy that they want. That they have the guy that they've been wanting, that they've been eyeing, is there, and they get him. That's all I want. I want them to get the guy that they have been. Whether that's Jamar Chase, whether that's Kyle Pitts, I don't know. I tend to think it's possibly Kyle Pitts just because of the contract situation with Gesicki, and Kyle Pitts is just a freak. He is just a freak. I can forget about the fact that he's a Gator.
Nightmare.
He is a matchup nightmare. He absolutely is. He absolutely is. I don't mind. Now that he's gone from the Gators, I can like him. I did not like him when he was with the Gators, but now that he has graduated and he's gone, all good. All good now, man.
It's all good.
All good now. All good. So, but yeah. I just don't. When I saw folks talking about that yesterday, the Dolphins are thinking about moving back. I'm like, what? I'm like, you'll be a net negative, and if you're a net negative, it's going to open up some criticism for you, Chris Greer.
I think all that started with the Mel Kiper mock draft.
I think it did as well. Yeah, Mel Kiper and his mock always.
This guy's always causing problems.
Always stir the pot. Jeez, it's not like he's paid to do that. All right, so this was the best thing. One of the best things that happened on Twitter yesterday was the battle between Shannon Sharpe and Kevin Durant, and it ended with Shannon Sharpe blocking Kevin Durant. Yeah. Oh yeah.
He didn't post a text or nothing.
No. He went ahead and just blocked his ass. Yeah.
Blocked him.
He just went ahead and blocked him. So I will go ahead now here, and I have the whole exchange here. So this is good stuff. So I guess this whole thing.
Maybe it's just KD, right? Nobody can get along with KD, it seems.
KD he's just difficult. I don't know. So anyways, Shannon Sharpe was doing his thing with Skip Bayless, And he was talking about, he was putting some stuff out there about KD that KD claims was not true. So KD, quote, retweets him and says, y'all drunk uncle out here lying again. When did I say this, Shannon Sharp? And he tags Shannon Sharp. And then Shannon Sharp sees that. He comes back and says, some kid says, oh, my God, do y'all remember that fake Twitter account that was putting out fake quotes? Apparently, Shannon Sharp used one of those quotes and attributed it to actually being Kevin Durant. And it was actually a fake burner account, and it wasn't actually a real quote by him. But Shannon Sharp goes ahead and says, oh, yeah, this is what KD really said, and folks just start calling him out. So Shannon Sharp says, y'all remember the fake account when KD said, quote, now everybody want to play for the Heat and Lakers? Let's go back to being competitive and going at these peoples. Then joins 73-9 Warriors and builds Nets into a superpower with Kyrie and Harden. Oh, my God. Durant replies, oh, Shannon refuses to respond to me. Yo, Shannon, why are you using your platform to push fake quotes about me? Shannon, KD, if you want to talk to me, I'm not hard to find, but I'm not going to go back and forth on social media. Whatever our differences are, they can be handled out of the eye of social media. Oh, that's not good. That's not good, Shannon, because then KD goes ahead and replies. We can talk in front of everybody. It ain't that serious, Shannon. You go on TV in front of everybody pushing fake crap, but now you want to talk in private? Why are you lying on TV, Shannon? And with that, Shannon Sharp blocks Kevin Durant. And Kevin Durant takes a screenshot of that, tweets it out, and says, but I'm sensitive. Well, listen, I'm going to have to give KD the win on this one. Yeah. I got to give KD the win on this one. Shannon, I mean, listen, bro, if you're going to go ahead and recite a quote and tag it to a person, you better be damn sure that they actually said it and it didn't come from a fake tweet. And if you're taking quotes off of Twitter, I mean, bro, there's a decent chance they're fake. There's a decent. I'm not going to Twitter for verified news. Just not. Yeah. So, looks like Shannon kind of. I wonder if he'll address it today.
He stepped in it.
I wonder if he'll address it on.
No, that'll get swept right under. You talking about no?
But yeah, he definitely stepped in it. KD called him out. Listen, I know we love making fun of KD and picking on KD and talking about how KD's got thin-skinned, but
yeah, but he does have thin skin.
He
had
does
to come back after that, knowing it wasn't his quote.
He did,
and just continue berating him as
well.
But
he nailed him. He nailed his ass. He nailed him, and he was 100% correct. 100% correct.
Shannon was trying to work it to get him on the show, probably.
Now, I will say this. This is up for you. This is a good one for you. One fan said, Kevin, huge fan. Obviously, you're frustrated by Shannon's peddling a fake quote, so here's an idea for you. You versus Shannon, SummerSlam 2021.
Oh, my God.
Here's the catch. You pick one NBA player as your enforcer, and Shannon gets Skip Bayless.
Oh,
what do you
man.
think? I haven't purchased a WWE pay-per-view in years. I would purchase SummerSlam if I could see like Braun Strowman just like pile drive Skip. If I could see everyone just pile drive Skip Bayless. Just like a Royal Rumble line of guys. And Skip's just laying in the ring, and they just keep picking him up and pile driving his ass.
Everybody just comes out and does the finish.
Yeah, that's
their
it.
finisher
just
on
as they're finishing on it. That's it, yeah. Oh, that'd be spectacular.
They got to get Skip into spandex as well.
And you finish it off with Brock Lesnar doing the F5. Oh. It'd be spectacular. Ooh. I think that would easily be the most watched pay-per-view of all time. Of all time. If you can see Skip Bayless just getting the crap beat out of him by professional wrestlers in the middle of the ring, oh, it'd be great. It'd be great. That's how they should open up, filling up arenas again. Vince should send Vince a text. Here you go, brother.
Got an idea for you.
Yeah, I got an idea. I'll be your new promotion guy. You don't need Eric Bischoff. No, I got this.
No.
I got this. I'll save the WWE. I'll do the writing for you. I'll give you the storylines.
Skip Bayless.
Listen, man, it brings up and this is where it brings up this whole thing. Do you block or do you mute on Twitter?
See, I do neither, honestly. I haven't been in the eyes of the Twitterverse as far as like you have. Like nobody really comes after me with my my Duval takes and all that. So as of right now, I have not. But I think I would probably be a blocker because I just end it all. Why am I going to mute you? Just block it.
So for me, there's benefits to each of them. The muting is great because basically they don't know that they've been muted, and you don't ever see anything that they tweet at you. It doesn't even show up on your timeline. Okay. The blocking now normally I prefer the muting, but sometimes blocking is correct, especially if someone comes at you and you know that they've been following, they like following you because they've interacted with you before, but now they're getting a little bit out of control. Yeah. And then you block them so they can't even see your tweets anymore. That, because you know it stings them. They got to go into a burner account now to see it. It's a pain in the ass. You're causing extra steps in them trying to find your tweets. Huh. So
that's fun.
Yeah, I mean, so it all depends how much of an a-hole the person you're interacting with is being. You mute them, or do you just put them on blast by going block, and then because once you block them, chances are they'll take a screenshot of that, then they'll tweet it out. Oh, look at what happened. Little thin skin, couldn't handle it, so he blocked me.
Thin skin toast.
Exactly. So whatever. Life's too short for people that are idiots. So I'll just block you. I'll mute you. I'll do all of it. All of it. Yeah.
That's what you did to me, huh? That's why I don't.
No, really. Believe I actually replied to one of your tweets last night, or at least liked them from the Squared Circle Digest. Yeah, that's right.
I saw it. I was like,
all right, there you go. Listen, over the last 30 years, South Florida fans have always been able to count on one radio show that gives you the brutal honesty you need, and his name is the Big O, Orlando Alzagari. It's called The Onside Zone, daily from noon until 3, exclusively at OnsideRadio.com.
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
There are those who dedicate themselves to a sense of honor, to a life of courage, and a commitment to something greater than themselves. They have always defended this nation and each other. They still do. The few, the proud, the Marines.
Hi, it's Olivia Munn with my shelter pets, Frankie and Chance. Say hi, guys. When I adopted them, I discovered that they both have incredible personalities. Chance's sole purpose in life is to love and to be loved. Frankie is a little bit of a scoundrel and always entertaining. They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council, the Humane Society of the United States, and Maddie's Fund.
Miami Dolphins fans, join us for OnsideRadio.com's NFL Draft Party at Sports Grill in Miami, 11481 Southwest 40th Street, Bird Road. Join Big O and Alex Dono for this two-night event starting on Thursday, April 29th at 7:30 p.m. and Friday, day 2 at 6:30. Drink and food specials, giveaways, and the best damn draft party in South Florida. Join us for a two-night event as OnsideRadio.com and Sports Grill on Bird Road bring you the best NFL draft party on the planet.
Why was the basketball court all wet? Because the players kept dribbling on it.
The dad joke. Corny, groan-worthy, but also one of the simplest ways to share a moment with your kids.
What did the buffalo say when he dropped his son off for school? Bye, son.
So take a moment to make your kid laugh, because dad jokes rule. Make your kid laugh today. Go to fatherhood.gov. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Riddle me this. With all this sizzling meat and crunchy veggies nestled between toasty flatbread, who should get credit for Papa John's new papadilla? The person who invented pizza or the person who invented folding? Well, whoever it is, a tip of the tongue hat to you, sir or madam. Get a new papadilla, 4 flavors, just $6 each. Better ingredients, better pizza, better than a sandwich. Papa John's.
Inter Miami CF, your official furniture and mattress store, is here. City Furniture is your #1 home source for the trends you want at the prices you'll love, including exclusive City Furniture collections, the widest selection of styles, affordable home accents, mattresses starting at just $99 and more. Create the home of your dreams fast with next-day delivery, plus get 60 months special financing with no down payment. Because City Furniture is here to make it easy so everyone can live life like this, visit cityfurniture.com.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
The Miami Marlins make it 3 in a row after beating the Atlanta Braves 14-8. Adam Duvall had 4 hits, including 2 home runs, 7 RBIs, Game 3 of the 4-game series tonight. Nick Neidert versus Charlie Morton is the pitching matchup. First pitch, 7:20. The Florida Panthers, they beat the Dallas Stars 3-2 in overtime. Frank the Tank Vetrano with the power play overtime winner. Chris Drieger had 24 saves, including an excellent one to help save the game. Next game in Tampa, the puck drops at 7 p.m., and it's on NBCSN, which means we'll be able to watch the game on TV. The Miami Heat lost to the Phoenix Suns 106-86. The Suns bench scored 65 points. Jimmy Butler had 18 points in the loss. Butler did roll his ankle in the fourth quarter, but returned to the game. No rest for the weary as they are in Denver tonight. Tip-off, 10 p.m. This is South Florida's home for local sports talk. This is OnSideRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Wednesday morning, we have made it to the hump day. 4th and 20 podcast, streaming live on OnSideRadio.com. You can follow us on YouTube. Go ahead, subscribe to that channel. Set it for live notifications. That'd be great. So, going to get into something that is interesting that we saw last night. It is also the Wednesday roundtable question of the day here at OnSideRadio.com, and it has to do with sports gambling in the state of Florida. So first, I will give you the question, and then I will, well, actually, you know what? First, let me give you some background. So here's what's going on. Is the Florida legislative session comes to an end in about like a week and a half, like on April 30th, or so I guess like 15 days away, April 30th. So here's what's going on. A number of sports gambling bills have been introduced, but none of them have included legalized sports betting in Florida. Now, gambling industry expert Chris Grove tweeted this out on Monday. Word from key stakeholders is that we may see a sports betting bill emerge in Florida before month's end. That's despite sports betting's absence from last week's 3 gambling bills in Florida. Now, this guy apparently has been a very reliable source in the industry on gambling, so that certainly would be good news for those of us that have been eagerly anticipating and waiting for sports gambling and wagering to open up throughout the state of Florida. Obviously, there's other issues. So one of the 3 bills that they did set up last week, if approved, would create a 5-member governor-appointed gaming control commission. It would basically, the legislation would allow for pari-mutuel permit holders to operate card rooms without having to also offer highlight, harness, or quarter horse racing. This is known as decoupling. Adding to the complexity of legalized sports gambling are the discussions between the state and the Seminole Tribe of Florida. A sports betting agreement between the two bodies has yet to be reached despite years of bargaining. So here's the deal. Between Texas, Florida, California, and New York, those are the big 4 in terms of states that the gambling industry wants legalized gambling because those are the 4 most populous states. So our roundtable question for today is, the Florida State Legislature is working with the Seminole Tribe and governor on legalizing sports betting. They have until April 30th to approve it. The real question is, why isn't this placed on a ballot for voters to decide? In your opinion, if sports betting was placed on the ballot, would it pass? Well, I believe it was. There was an amendment about this a few years ago that decided who got to decide how this all happened, whether it would be done by amendment or whether it would be done by the legislature. And I believe it was a thing where it was one of those amendments where they made it seem like you wanted to vote yes, but you really wanted to vote no, like there was a switcheroo, one of those deals. And so it ended up passing. And when it passed, that pretty much meant we were not going to get sports gambling anytime soon. Listen, I want it, but the Seminoles have a lot of power in terms of this discussion. They cut a deal with the state a long time ago, and they have significant rights of first refusal when it comes to this stuff, and they can pretty much put a kibosh on anything that they want to. They have a lot of power in this. I would like this to be placed on the ballot because I believe that it would pass in a second. I believe that if legalized marijuana, if medical marijuana could pass this state amendment, then gambling's going to pass, and even more so. So the fact that it's not being put on the ballot, I think, is on purpose. I think you've got legislators that know, or at least legislators that know, that if they put this on the ballot, they will lose all control. And they want to have control over this and control how it happens, how it gets rolled out, and they don't want it to just be a free-for-all. Look at this. Medical marijuana was passed, and look at the roadblocks 2 years later they're still trying to put on this whole situation. Felons were given the right to vote a couple years ago. Look at all the roadblocks the legislature is trying to put in the path of that. So the legislature in Florida doesn't like giving up power. And they're not going to want to give up power to the people in terms of gambling either. So I'm not surprised it's not on the ballot. And if it is, I'm sure they'll word it so that it'll get it'll go the way that they want it to go. But Florida needs to have sports gambling and needs to have full-on casinos sooner rather than later. From an economic standpoint, listen, we're a tourism state. That's what we're not an insurance industry state. We're not a financial industry state. We rise and fall on tourism, and casinos play right into that. I mean, remember when they were talking about building that beautiful Genting or whatever, the casino down where the old Miami Herald building was on Biscayne Bay? Come on, how spectacular would that be? How beautiful of a location would that be? South Florida was meant to have casinos. We have everything else. Only thing we're missing is the casino. It would be the playground. It would absolutely be the playground. It would rival Las Vegas in a second. But we have a conservative legislature that don't like to give up power. So, listen, I don't know. I'll have to put it this way. I have zero faith that they'll get it done before April 30th of this year. I do believe it's going to happen at some point in time because there's too much money to be made on the table for many, many people, including the state. It's just how they all figure out so they can all save face, get the money they want, and go ahead and move forward with this. But I don't see that happening in the next 15 days. Hopefully next year. Listen, I thought that they would have gotten this all straightened out before the Super Bowl. I figured Super Bowl's going to be here this past February. They're going to want to have sportsbook gambling opening. You know, it'd be like the Super Bowl comes to town, gambling comes to town. It's all a cool little thing, you know, marketing together. Didn't get it done, but they got to get it done because there's just too much money on the table. So, and I want to be able to place bets. I don't want to have to go to Atlantis or to Bimini to place a bet or go into Bovada. I'd love to be able to go. Dude, can I tell you how much fun it would be, Sean, to go to the Hard Rock on the first Thursday of March Madness? If I could just drive 20 minutes from my house, go to a sports book there, and have all the TVs with all the games, and just sit there throwing 100 on this one, 25 on this one, the over. Oh, it'd be phenomenal.
Going first halves, second halves.
Are you kidding me? Like the fact that we don't have that yet is just, I mean, come on.
Think of the money they'd be in. Oh,
look at the success that it's been in New Jersey. Look, I mean, it's been a success everywhere else it's been done. The revenue pours in. The state gets a big cut of it. I mean, come on, get it done. The things that we no longer permit. I mean, there are certain things in this country that just we got to get over and let them become legal again. And that is legalized marijuana, sports betting, and with all due respect, prostitution. Sick of people going to jail for having sex. Two consenting adults want to have a business arrangement for sex. Who the hell is anyone else to say no? I mean, seriously. It's the world's oldest profession. Get over yourselves. So, I don't know. There's my my spiel on morality. Oh, man. Oh, would you go to a sports book all the time, Sean? Are you a big better? Would you like to bet?
You know what? I'm starting to get into the sports betting. I could see myself going into, especially like when the March Madness rolls around, or some of those other tournaments and different Super Bowls.
Well, let me ask you this: did they have any? Could you have bet on any of the WrestleMania matches?
Yes, you could have. Yes, you can bet on WrestleMania matches.
Can,
but
even though they're already set.
Yes, they are sponsored now by DraftKings. They have a thing with DraftKings as well.
Well, hold on, man.
Yeah, I was going to get into this on my show on Saturdays. I think some of that had to do with some of the reasons there were switches in some of the matches this year.
Really? Because I was saying, I mean, like if you're Triple H or you're one of the employees, and you know who's going to win a few of these matches.
Oh, no, but they're all like, like most of them are like plus 125 against plus 185.
Right, but if you put $1,000 down.
Oh, no, yeah.
If you, but I mean,
got to bid a lot. Yeah,
but if you knew for a fact that someone was going to win, and you're going to put $1,000 down, knowing that you're going to get back, $1,500, and it's a guarantee. I'm surprised that I'm shocked that WWE, that DraftKings lets you bet on that.
Yeah, and I know. I think DraftKings asks you more questions or something like they bet it up that way. I'm not sure if they do wins or losses, but you can go on some sports betting sites and take over and unders and everything.
Like how long it'll last and stuff like that.
There's some prop bets. Yeah, there's some prop bets. How long the national anthem? They did that one as well.
Really?
Yeah.
How long Daniel Bryan's beard will be? Like that. Does it go down to his nipples?
The yes chance.
The yes chance. Is he still with Brie Bella?
Yeah, they got two kids.
They got two kids together, and the Bella twins they're done, right?
They came back this WrestleMania.
Really?
They went in the Hall of Fame, and then they came out during the WrestleMania and pushed Bailey around a little bit.
Now, who's the other one? Who's the one that was with John Cena and broke up?
That's Nikki Bella.
Nikki Bella. Now, who's she with now?
The guy on Dancing with the Stars, Artem, the one she danced with.
I don't even watch that.
I
don't watch that show. Oh, she's dating the dancer now.
Yeah, well, they have a kid now as well.
Oh, okay, all right, there you go.
They had a kid. Their kids were born 22 hours apart.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, twins do everything together, apparently.
Apparently they do. All right, we will take a break. We've got news. Some pretty good news coming up next. This is OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
It's toast. When South Floridians need hurricane windows, there's only one crew to call, Brett and Tom at B&T Windows and Doors. They came to the crib last year, installed PGT windows and doors, and now I'm set. No more plywood, no more knuckle-busting wing nuts. PGT windows and doors will keep me and my family safe the next time a named storm comes rolling on through. Call B&T today, 954-233-0126, or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S., do me a favor, tell them you heard about them on OnSideRadio.com.
I was in the middle of the Atlantic Ocean when it happened. There was a sudden jolt, and our submarine crashed on the seafloor. We were in total darkness.
That's Dr. Dejana Figueroa, a marine biologist and STEM teacher, talking about a deep sea dive she'll never forget.
It's funny, when I was a kid, I was afraid of the ocean, and there I was, 2 miles below the surface. But as a scientist, you prepare for that. Using our training and a little creativity, we fixed the sub and finished our experiments. The dive was just too important. Every dive gives us glimpses at things few people ever get to see. Glowing creatures, fiery undersea volcanoes. When we got back to the surface, I kissed the ground and called my mom, of course. But you know what? I wouldn't trade that dive for anything.
Dr. Figueroa uses her passion for STEM to discover new things and make the world a better place. She can STEM, so can you. Check out She Can STEM for more stories and inspiration. A message from the Ad Council.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
OnSideRadio.com gives you a ton of options to listen to the station. You can now download free apps from Radio.net, Podbean, and Simple Radio. Download any of these free apps and listen to your favorite On-Side host. Visit our website at OnSideRadio.com to find all these links.
All right, class. Let's hear what everyone did this weekend. Jill?
Well, I raised my older sister to a big oak tree. It was at least 100 years old. My mom said I must have set a record or something. And then we went down by a stream and perched up on this huge rock and saw all of these little minnows swimming around way below us. And then I rescued my little brother from an evil slug king who was guarding him at the bush fortress. And my sister and I brought him back to our super twig fort for safety. And then we all laid out and told stories until it got dark. And the Big Dipper led us all the way home. Wow, awesome. Where were you, Jill? Yeah. We went to the forest. It's not that far away. Anyone want to come this weekend?
Ask your parents to take you and your friends to the forest this week and find the fun, adventurous you. It's closer than you think. Check out discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Big O for M&S Air Conditioning. You know, air quality in your home and business is more important than ever. That's why you've got to call M&S Air Conditioning and let them install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit. Folks, it attracts, captures, and destroys biological contaminants to improve your air quality. With stellar customer service, answering your call from 7:30 a.m. till 9 o'clock p.m. For more info on high-efficiency air filters and their preventative maintenance plans, visit M&S Air Conditioning at ac-florida.com.
Let's get back to the 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Fourth and 20 podcast on this Wednesday morning. A beautiful Wednesday morning in South Florida. Man, dude, I'm telling you, our stadium here, Inter Miami CF Stadium, it is bustling. And with the vaccinations going on, bro, it is just chaos outside trying to get in here now.
Yeah, there's so many workers here this morning. When I pulled up, I was like, wait a minute. Usually I'm the only car here besides the security.
So we got a couple games happening here at the stadium this weekend. Inter Miami will open up their home opener. First time we're having a home opener here. It's taken a year. Taking on LA Galaxy Sunday at 1 o'clock. That game on ABC, I believe. Correct, Sean?
I believe
it's on
ABC. As well as right here on OnSideRadio.com.
Of course, and OnSideRadio.com, your home for all Inter Miami CF games. And then on Saturday, we got another game here because you may not be aware, but Montreal Impact, because of the pandemic, this is their home stadium for the season. So we'll be having soccer here, usually 2 games a weekend. When they're both home. Now, fans will not be allowed into the Montreal. I was talking to the security guys outside yesterday. I said, how many folks are we going to get in here on Sunday? And they're saying like between 3,000 and 6,000.
Yeah, I think they're opening it up to 6,000.
And I think that he seemed to believe that very soon they'll be at full capacity. That the time frame has them at full capacity. It's going to be awesome.
And then also you forgot about Fort Lauderdale CF playing through the week. This grounds crew is going to be very hard at work with all this.
Whatever, man. We need stuff going on here. We need some action.
No, heck, yeah.
This stadium's been sitting dormant for a year. Brand new stadium. Let's get it going, baby.
Oh, we played it here last year. Just nobody knows.
I know. Just nobody. Exactly.
Oh, until the very end. The very end, the supporters and everything were in. So it was cool.
All right, let's do a little bit of news.
4th and 20 news.
Start off in Brazil. A Brazilian plastic surgeon is in hot water for TikTok videos depicting her busting bizarre moves while holding bags of human flesh and liposuction fat. This doctor boasts over 645,000 followers on the platform, had her medical license suspended by the Regional Medical Board of Sao Paulo for sharing vids with patients' skin. The clips depicted Garcia gyrating emphatically in her scrubs while toting clear bags of human fat and flesh that she had allegedly removed from patients during liposuction. The dancing Dr. Demento even pasted lurid captions over the bags with the phrases, "This is the breast," and "This is underarm fat." Oh my God, this is just disgusting. At one of the more controversial videos, she can be seen smiling while waving a large swath of skin about like a ghoulish trophy.
Oh my goodness. Not bad enough you're dancing with that. But then to get barred, you got your license taken away in Brazil?
Yes, in Brazil, where they don't take license away.
I was going to say, you don't even get that done anything.
Let's move to Connecticut. A woman was reportedly arrested 3 times in a span of 24 hours over the weekend. Heather Popolsky, 32, first busted about 6:30 p.m. Saturday when she allegedly stepped towards a victim with a large kitchen knife during a domestic argument at a home. She also allegedly threatened to cut herself and make it appear the victim had injured her. She was charged with disorderly conduct and reckless endangerment. The woman was released on bond and was sent to the hospital for observation. After leaving the hospital, she allegedly violated the conditions of her release by returning to the home where the feud took place, leading to another arrest on charges including disorderly conduct. Following the second arrest, she was held on $25,000 cash bail. While in custody, she's accused of purposely flooding her cell by clogging the toilet with toilet paper and other trash. For that incident, she was charged with criminal mischief. Ding, ding, ding. 3 charges, 24 hours. Good lady. That's
Hey, listen, if you're going, go big. Go
I guess
big.
go right. Exactly. Make a name, make the news, make a name for yourself. Finally, Julian Edelman's viral retirement tweet may have been moving, but that's got nothing on this former Pornhub devotee who announced that he's done with the skin flick site after finding true love. A screenshot of the touching farewell speech currently boasts over 400,000 likes and 65,000 retweets on Twitter. Quote, "Boys, I'm not here to watch but to announce my retirement. I have officially found the one person who is right for me." He goes on to describe his non-webcam soulmate as a brilliant, beautiful, and loyal person who makes him happy every time he wakes up. Speaking about why he left the digital sex bazaar, he said that watching hardcore pornos while in such a committed relationship felt wrong, almost as if he was cheating. So much for the sexpert opinion that porn can improve your love life. He concluded, "I hope one day you guys that are reading this will find the same thing that I have. I know you will all miss me, and I will miss you as well." You imagine having a bunch of buddies in a chat on a porn site and they all know you? That's a sign you got a problem, bro.
Yeah, that's
you got
you got to step aside and reevaluate yourself.
When you go to Pornhub and you're one of the regulars in the chat and they all know it, yeah, I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, buddy.
You got a problem. We'll be back after this. This is
Onside Radio, the only choice for the South Florida sports fan.
Papa, why can't we telegraph while riding a horse?
Son, there ain't no one to blame but Jeffro. He was riding old Betsy the Stallion, tip-tapping away at his telegraph, when blam, ran right into the side of the saloon.
Well, if Jeffro can't do it, neither should you. Don't text and drive.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org. A message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Okay, men, this is your time. Maybe you didn't choose this, but you're here now. You're gonna go out there and be an all-star caregiver. It's up to you. So what are you gonna do? You're gonna go grocery shopping, cook, clean, be there emotionally and physically. You gotta dig deeper. Drive them to physical therapy, doctor's appointments. Don't you forget about the pharmacy. I know you won't, because that's what caregivers do. Don't give up. Don't ever give up. This is your time to show the world, your family, and yourself that you're tougher than tough. Now go out there and be the best caregiver this world has ever seen. Caregiving is tougher than tough. Find the care guides you need at aarp.org/caregiving. A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
WLESPN. We've got all your sports.
We're live and local.
If you wake up early enough.
You're so bad, honey.
Tune us in, as long as you're not under a bridge.
Or under any power line.
Ain't it awful? South Florida's choice for sports talk. OnSideRadio.com.
Okay, forest animals, today is a new day. Kids are coming to the forest, and it's up to us to make their visit a good one. Sparrow.
Yes?
Have you practiced the most popular bird songs for the year?
Of course.
Catchy. I like it. Okay, River.
Dude.
How's the temperature?
It's a refreshing 52 degrees, man. Perfect for a little riverside shoeless relaxation.
Ah, good. Owl, you here? Course. Who's asking? I am. Look, you know the drill. Sleep during the day, scare the kids at night. Perfect. I love my job. Oak Tree?
What's up?
Still in the same place I left you last year. That's what I like. Consistency.
Well, it's not like I'm going anywhere for the next couple hundred years.
I know. I love it. Turtle. Turtle.
He's not here yet, man.
He's late every morning. You'd think he would have learned by now to leave the night before our meetings. Okay. Squirrel. Has anybody seen Mr. Squirrel?
The forest has been preparing just for you. Visit a forest near you today. To learn more about cool things to do in the forest, visit discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by the U.S. Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Hello, Inter Miami CF fans! Download the Drink AR app and play inside a first-of-its-kind virtual soccer stadium, hosted by Bodega Trevento and Inter Miami CF, and celebrate your passion for soccer from the comfort of your own home. Find the download links on our Instagram account at Treventus and get our wines delivered straight to your home with a discount for all Inter Miami CF fans. Discover Trevento, a shared passion.
it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDConstruction.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20.
What day is it today?
It's Wednesday.
Is it? Actually, it's Wednesday.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Hump day.
Why do you call it?
Hump day.
Because. But halfway there.
Where?
Till the weekend. The weekend.
Okay, let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Till then, let's get back to work.
Let's get back to work. Let's go.
Oh, goody. We're on.
It's showtime.
Here's Toast and Marsh.
4th and 20, Wednesday edition of the podcast. Second hour getting underway. I am Toast. Got my man Sean Stanley sitting shotgun as always. Little tidbit came out from Chris Collinsworth yesterday, Sean. He put this out on Twitter. I know about the concussions, but Miami's Jalen Phillips is the best defensive player in this year's draft. I don't even think it is close. Damn.
Yeah, I saw that, and in ESPN, there was a lot of Louis Riddick.
Yep.
And a lot of them were like, he's the best defensive player in the draft.
Yeah, listen, part of me would not mind seeing the Dolphins use a pick on him. I mean, you need an edge rusher.
We do.
I don't know where you're going to find one, and listen, he may not come right out and be a double-digit sack guy, but man, I think he's got a really solid career ahead of him. And you got to get somebody, and if it's
think he'll be available there at 18 though?
Oh, I think he's going to be. I think he might be available at 18. Sure as hell going to be there at 6.
Yeah,
sure as hell would have been there at 12.
You've got to make a play. You got to get a playmaker.
No.
at
Listen,
6.
if you can get Pitts or Chase at 6, and then if he is still there at 18, you grab him. If he's gone, then you want to go for like a Najee Harris or whatever. Then do what you got to do.
Yeah.
But if he's there at 18, you got to take him at 18. You have to. I don't see how you don't. Speaking of the NFL. Oh, this should be interesting. So you might remember last week, I believe it was, when our dear governor, there was talk about the possibility of the government requiring vaccine passports, I should say. And whatever, it doesn't look like that's going to happen, but it was a talk for a few days. And so as a result, the governor went ahead and said, I'm doing an executive order, and I am banning any business or organization from requiring a customer from having to show proof of a vaccine in order to get service. It's like, okay, well, we'll see how this goes. I'm sure there's going to be a court challenge on this one. Well, here we go. Yesterday, the NFL, of which they have 3 teams in the state of Florida, informed clubs today that any team employee who refuses a COVID-19 vaccination without, quote, bona fide medical or religious ground will be barred from Tier 1 or Tier 2 status and thus will have restricted access within the team facility and will not be able to work directly with any of the players. Is the NFL coming out and saying this? And Governor DeSantis has gone ahead and said, no, you can't do that. So we'll see how this goes. I'm going to go ahead and put my money on the governor bending over and buckling like a weak sheet. Like there's no way he's going to stand up to the NFL and say, no, you're not, you can't. No, there's no way. There's no way.
No, it's not. There's no win, right?
There's no win.
gain.
Yeah.
There's nothing there for him. To not bend over.
According to the full NFL memo, it also says teams must report weekly the number of employees who are vaccinated as conversations with the NFLPA continue on the thresholds at which protocols on testing, PPE, travel, etc. can be. So here's the deal. They want everyone vaccinated within the facility so that they don't have to have such strict protocols anymore. That's the reality. The players don't want to have to wear masks everywhere and everything. If everyone's vaccinated, that doesn't have to happen. Discussions continue between the NFL and the NFLPA about what form offseason programs will take. Now, yesterday, Seahawks players, Broncos players, and another Tampa Bay all said, we're not doing offseason workouts. I believe the Seahawks.
Well, not the voluntary.
Right, the voluntary. I believe the Seahawks went ahead and said, that's cool. Everything we're going to do is going to be virtual.
Yep.
So that is what's happening right now.
Which worked this year, by the way.
It did.
Remember,
It did.
They did all virtual pretty much.
So basically, everything prior to training camp is voluntary, other than the one mandatory mini camp that does happen in June. We'll see how this all plays out. I mean, listen, I'm pretty sure, and they haven't come out and said this, but I got a feeling that when the NFL goes ahead and says they want to open up stadiums to 100%, I have a feeling that they're going to require you to have proof of a vaccine.
Yeah, that, and then I have
I mean, and I don't know how the governor's going to stop that. I mean, he doesn't own the stadium.
Nope.
It's a private thing. I don't know. This is a hell. Like, here's my thing. I can't walk into a Denny's without a shirt on and get service. It's a health issue. I can't walk into a restaurant without shoes on and get service. It's a health issue. Well, this is also. So I don't know how you reconcile one is okay, but the other one isn't. And I know that, one is much greater. One can is actually leading to 500,000 people dying and the other isn't. But still, when you talk about, imposing on my freedoms, no one's been bitching about that. I don't see protests about, hey, I want to go shirtless to Denny's. Jesus, man.
I'll start the march
My liberties are being messed up. I want to go shirtless to Denny's.
I'm going to get that march going tomorrow.
Unbelievable, right?
Now, here's my question, too. So when they're doing all this, the players, the personnel get their shots, their vaccinations. When they're traveling, are they going to require, like, hotels and different things? Everywhere they're going, anybody that's handling their food?
Yeah,
there's going to be a lot of logistics involved in this.
Listen, this is, you're 100% correct. And I don't know what that answer is. But, yeah, obviously they want to. And, listen, I know that baseball is dealing with it right now.
Yeah.
All these leagues want to get to the point, and the NBA, they want to get to the point where their locker rooms are 85% vaccinated so that they have herd immunity. And the issue that they're running into is there is some hesitancy there because over, I don't know, a better part of a century or two, maybe the medical establishment maybe lied to a certain segment of the population about vaccines. A segment that aren't very white. Yeah. And so obviously there's some apprehensions there that need to be, there needs to be some trust built there. There needs to be, some hardcore, meet and greets with medical professionals and these players to answer all their questions and make them feel at ease that this isn't going to be a negative or hurt them in any way. But this is where we got to get. And, listen, we've already got, baseball this year. What, the first week, the Nationals, already missed, 5 games. Because they had COVID stuff right off the bat.
First 2 opening series.
Exactly. So until we get these sports teams to 85%, we're going to be running into these.
And then Vancouver, the NHL team, 22 positive tests.
Did you see
the
that?
whole team's out.
Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like that whole team's done now for the better part of 2 weeks. The whole team's in quarantine. So we just got to get to the point where everyone's been vaccinated so that, you've got the herd immunity on these teams.
Yeah.
And I think that's also, listen, you think that that colleges are waiting also. These college football teams, they got 150 guys. Like, you don't think they want to get vaccinated? They got to wait for the pros and stuff, but, that's just, if you want to have full SEC stadiums this year, like, dude, that's what's going to happen.
And then college also is another, again, do you enforce everybody has to have vaccinations? You're talking about kids now.
Right.
Listen, young adults. I'm sorry. Now when I say
I think they've opened
it,
up the vaccine to kids. I think over 12 now or over 15, 12, something like that. Listen. As a parent, that is all that's your decision. I wouldn't have an issue. Would I give this vaccine to like a newborn or like a kid like under 1 or 2? I would not. But would I give this to if I had a 12-year-old son that was in school? Absolutely. Yeah, you're gonna. Listen. Here's my thing with this, and I'm not a doctor. Please understand that. But everything I've read is that the base for this vaccine has been around for 20 years. It wasn't just invented. It was tweaked for this specific virus, but the base has been around and used in other vaccines for 20 years. So, that's my. So I also, as I said before, 100 million people, over 100 million people have been pricked once. I haven't seen a whole report of people just dropping dead or, getting awful reactions and stuff to it. So, yeah, I'm going to do me. You make your decision. I'm going to do me. Check this out. Last year, Sean, we had one of the craziest hurricane seasons I can ever remember. We got into 5 deep into the Greek alphabet, I think.
Yeah,
it was alpha, beta, theta, it was iota. It was insane. It was insane. It was absolutely nuts. This year, they are predicting 7 to 10 hurricanes, 3 to 5 predicted to become major hurricanes, which means of at least a Category 3, and with maximum sustained winds of at least 111 miles per hour. If you live in a house like I do that was built in the 70s or 80s, then chances are you do not have impact windows. And, man, let me tell you, there are few things scarier than sitting through a named storm with your family and your pets in a house that does not have PGT certified custom windows and doors, because the glass on those old windows, they'll bow, bro. It'll bow. You'll see it going in and out because of the air pressure. And it's scary as hell because if they snap, yeah, exactly. Glass everywhere, get in your face, all that stuff. So you've got to get your house protected, your family protected by calling B&T Windows and Doors. They will install brand new PGT custom windows and doors. They did it to my house last year. Smartest investment I've ever made. And the best part was I didn't have to pay a penny up front out of pocket. I got it financed through Y-Green. Yes. So no upfront money. I pay it off over 5-10 years or whatever. It's spectacular. My house, and the sound, it's all quiet inside now. Bro, if you don't have hurricane impact windows and doors, you got to get it done now, and PGT is the place to go. So call B&T Windows and Doors today. They've been doing it down here for a long, long time. 954-233-0126. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Let's raise a cup to the first among us who put themselves last. To the risk takers, the mask makers, the heroes on the front line and online. To the ones keeping shelves full and keeping us hopeful. To those who don't stop and those making all the stops. To the ones who pick up, suit up, and never let us down. From all of us at Duncan to all the heroes keeping everyone running, we thank you.
It's toast. Smartest thing I did last year, called B&T Windows and Doors and had PGT custom windows and doors installed in my house. Listen, it's spring. That means before you know it, we'll be hearing about the tropics churning. That means you need to get your home and family protected today. Call B&T right now, and they'll get you installed ASAP with the best in the business, PGT Custom Windows and Doors. 954-233-0126 or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S. Tell them you heard about them on Onside Radio.
If you missed NBA insider Ira Winderman and the Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat report, you missed this.
Andre Iguodala is sort of like that, the old Cadbury Easter egg. It only shows up, rarely, once a year. Andre shows up in the fourth quarter. I almost have to check the bench early to see if Andre's at the game yet in the first quarter or the second quarter. He's done a really good job with measuring the time for guys. Eric Spoelstra knows. He's been through enough deep playoff runs to know.
The Acura of Pembroke Pines Miami Heat report with NBA insider Ira Winderman, exclusively at OnSideRadio.com.
The fighting spirit of the Marine Corps is born of battles won. Battles won within, over enemies of fear, enemies of doubt. It's who we are. It's what we do. It's a promise made to you for more than 2 centuries. A promise of the Marines.
Fish fans, time to reel in the latest news in baseball with OnSideRadio.com's Marlins Minute. Here's Christian Chase.
The Marlins bats finally, after what seemed like an eternity of rest, woke up today in Atlanta. The Marlins now have 16 hits through 7 innings, and regardless of how this game turns out, the Marlins are finally on the right track. Most notably today, Miguel Rojas with 3 hits, Brian Anderson with 3 hits and a home run, and Adam Duvall in his old home ballpark with 4 hits, 2 homers, and 7 RBIs to lead this Miami Marlins team to a current 8-run lead in the 7th versus the Braves. keep looking out for the next Marlins Minute.
Keep up with the latest on the Miami Marlins by subscribing on most platforms by searching Onside Radio. Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Wednesday morning, second segment of the second hour. This is 4th and 20. I am Toast. Sean Stanley sitting shotgun as always, yelling off the microphone.
That
making
sounds
noises.
better that way.
There you go. Oh, man. So this was an interesting story, this Joe West story that you sent me.
You like that, don't you?
Well, like, Paula Duca, what an idiot you are, bro.
Yeah.
I mean, you can't just go on a podcast and lie about somebody.
Well, I didn't understand it at first.
Right?
I thought he did it like during his playing day. I'm like,
right?
Wait a minute, an umpire can sue a baseball player?
So
then I read the story.
So here's what's up. Joe West, longtime Major League Baseball umpire, absolute pain in the ass and someone I don't like. Anyways, he sued former Major League Baseball catcher Paula Duca. This was filed back in October of 2019, and basically what happened, it was for defamation. So Paula Duca went on a podcast, and he claimed. So let me see if I can find the. Basically, the whole thing was that. Where is it? So basically, Joe West. It was.
He had alluded to the fact that he had driven somebody's car,
Yes,
and that's why he's giving him a bigger strike zone when he played him. And
I
things
forgot
like
which
that.
pitcher was it, and for some reason it's not here in the. All of a sudden, it's not in this. Oh, Billy Wagner. All right. So the suit came from a podcast where LaDuca accused reliever Billy Wagner of bribing West to get a bigger strike zone. He accused that Wagner let West use his 1957 vintage Chevrolet to make the strike zone change when he was up at bat. West said LaDuca discussed on his podcast that the player had been ejected 15 times, 8 or 9 by West. The umpire's suit said LaDuca was actually ejected 8 times in his MLB career, with only 1 time by West. No favoritism was present. The judge agreed with Joe West, and Paula Duca has to pay out some $500,000, $250,000 for stress caused by the matter, and then $250,000 for past mental anguish and emotional distress. So there you go, man.
Good for Joe West.
I hate Joe West.
I do too.
He's such an ass. He is such an ass. He is the epitome of what's wrong with blue. Him and Angel Hernandez are the two worst blues, and everything about the two of them is what's wrong with the entire blue industry. So
Yeah, well, they brought up a lot of the
yeah, they did.
blues that
Yeah,
are
they've
now.
been there forever. They've been training all of them. Joe West is like, yeah, he's a dinosaur, bro.
But LaDuca, what are you doing?
LaDuca, you're just
Why
an
are
idiot,
you
bro.
just-
You're just an idiot, dude. $500,000, like for real, like unless you know that for a fact,
Yeah.
bro. Like unless, and where'd Billy Wagner go? Your buddy, he didn't come out and say, yeah, that was true.
No, it helped you
Just
out a
left you
little bit.
hanging.
Be like,
Just
yeah.
left you hanging out there, man.
And then why be like, oh, Joe West threw me out 8 times? You know,
Yeah,
he didn't.
just,
I mean,
you know, yeah.
And kudos to the judge for making that decision, though, in a way too, because they could have easily just thrown out the case, right? And
You
been
know
like,
what?
"Yeah,
And kudos for Joe West for standing up for himself. Like, yo,
that's
bro,
right,
you can't just
man."
lie
A lot of
about me.
Kudos going around.
Yeah,
here.
you can't just
Well,
lie about me.
The whole thing was he's due up by the committee for a Hall of Fame.
Oh, Joe West is?
Yes, and,
Oh,
and
gosh.
the whole backing of this was the
Oh.
fact that it would be defamation of character and integrity, which is what an umpire goes into the Hall of Fame for.
All right, well, I don't think he should be in the Hall of Fame. So I actually, you know what? I bet he did all that stuff. No, I bet he did. I don't want to
you
get
better
sued
watch
too.
out.
Yeah, I don't want to get sued too. No.
Sue me for what?
Joe West didn't do anything wrong. Let's move on
Joe West is an angel.
Let's move on to another legal
look at
issue
you,
going
trying
on
to
right
get out of
now.
here.
Well, another legal issue. More stuff going out. The daily update with Deshaun Watson. Yeah. So Houston attorney Tony Busby released a statement last night that his law firm will amend all of the lawsuits filed against Watson, and they will now disclose the name of all of the plaintiffs, which I believe is now at 22. All of them up to this point had been on behalf of, quote, Jane Doe's. And now they will go ahead and release all 22 names. Also, Rusty Hardin, Watson's lawyer, said yesterday that one of the women who filed one of the 22 lawsuits has dropped her civil case against Watson. I don't know what that means. I don't know if that means that there was a settlement between the two, or if she just has second thoughts and realized that, you know what, I don't know. But so now I guess it's down to 21. We'll see, man. This is there's no way he's playing this year. And I still don't understand how he hasn't been put on the commissioner's exempt list. I don't understand what the delay is here. I guess,
what is the
I
NFL?
Don't know. I guess waiting
what
for,
do they win or gain or lose if they just come out and say, look, we're going to put you on the list for now pending the outcome of said case?
I mean, are they I don't know, Sean. I don't know why. I don't know why they're not doing this. I don't know what they know that we don't know. Maybe they're just waiting for actual evidence. If that's the case, you should probably hand it over to the police. But, yeah, I don't know. But it's been crickets. It is the only people talking are Busby and Rusty Hardin. The Houston Texans haven't said a word. The NFL hasn't said a word. Deshaun Watson hasn't said a word. So
the only thing they've said is we're monitoring the situation, which is the same thing we're doing, by the way. So let's issue a statement. We'll just say we're monitoring the situation.
Right now, all we got is just two lawyers doing what they do, going back and forth with each other and leveling accusations. So, man, dude. The world of crap that dude has gotten himself into, and I guess well deserved. We didn't get to this yesterday, bro. Did you see Kevin James? They're going to have him play Sean Payton.
Sir, Sean Payton.
Now, is this diabetic Sean Payton? That he's gonna is this Sean Payton
wow.
This is Sean Payton that fell off the wagon and fell into a box of Hostess cupcakes?
Oh, wow, man.
Well,
why
bro,
are you going after Kevin James like
listen,
this?
I'm fat too, bro, but like, yo, you're not even, you're taller than Sean Payton. You're not, come on, bro. Like, nothing about you is Sean Payton. Nothing about you is Sean Payton.
Well, again, this is a Happy Madison production, by the way.
Oh, there you go.
So,
so it won't be up for an Academy Award?
No, probably won't be up for an Academy Award. Straight to trash. I mean, straight to Netflix.
So this is going straight to Netflix?
Probably.
Straight to Netflix.
And it's his time from when the Bounty Gate started. At least this is what I've kind of read up on. Is it goes from when the Bounty Gate started, his time away from the NFL.
Oh, right, because he was suspended
and then he was coaching his son's little league team, and it kind of goes through there. And I guess it's going to be a lighthearted comedy on that. So, again, maybe he was away a little bit. Maybe he did bulk up or fatten up, however you want to look at it. And Kevin James, the perfect role.
You know that Kevin James has another show, like a NASCAR-based show?
Oh, I love The Crew.
The Crew. So you've watched it. It's on Netflix too, right?
I watched it all the way through. I'm waiting for the next season to be released.
Oh, wow. So it's really good?
Well, I mean, if you like NASCAR and stuff, it's stupid. I mean, it's Kevin James. I mean, come on.
It's Paul Blart doing NASCAR.
It's Paul Blart doing NASCAR. He's the crew chief of a NASCAR pit crew.
I never saw Paul Blart. It just looked too ridiculous for me. I was a fan, though. I love King of Queens, bro. Love that TV show. I even watched the show he had after that, where he brought back Leah Remini, where he's like a cop, and she's a cop also. That was only on for a couple of years. No, I like Kevin James. He lives down here now. He lives up in Delray. Bought a beautiful pad up on the beach. But, all right. I mean, I guess if it's a Happy Madison straight to Netflix sort of a deal. What is it?
If you're going to watch a Kevin James movie, you know what you're getting before you jump into it.
Yes.
I mean,
come
on.
Correct. Yes. So you're not,
I mean, Kevin here comes the boom.
Can you imagine Kevin James doing like a dramatic role?
No, I can't now. Not
anymore.
Not anymore.
Because, I mean, when you think of comedians, who was it? Will Ferrell did a dramatic role.
Yes.
I forgot what that movie was called. Got pretty good reviews from critics.
He got good reviews.
Yeah, he did. He did. But seeing like a comedian go ahead and stretch themselves like that, I don't think Kevin's got it in him.
Didn't Adam Sandler do that too with one of his movies as well?
He had a couple movies that were dark. Yeah. I don't know if he ever did a full-on serious drama, but he had a couple of dark comedies. Who was the one, Little Nicky?
I loved Adam Sandler. I was watching all of them, and then I was like, I don't want those. I don't want those serious ones. I know what I'm getting when I go to watch Adam Sandler.
Listen, you're getting brainless 90 minutes
you're looking for stupid comedy. I just laugh.
Exactly.
And
yeah, I got you. Sometimes you just want 90 minutes of just stupid,
get away,
simple
Zookeeper.
Comedy. Yeah,
I love Zookeeper. I don't know why. I watch it all the time.
Oh my goodness.
I go on demand to watch it sometimes just because I want to laugh. Yes.
I never watched Zookeeper.
Oh, they go to Chili's together. Oh, it's great.
Speaking of movies, do you know Kids in the Hall? You Kids in the Hall fan?
I was not a fan. I've watched it a few times.
It's the 25th anniversary for their movie Brain Candy, which is a cult classic. If you've never seen it, man, I love Kids in the Hall, dude. They were Cancer Boy and all that stuff back in the day, dude. They were freaking absolutely hilarious. But it got me thinking of the best cult movies that are out there. Have you ever seen Army of Darkness?
No.
Oh, bro.
No, I've not.
Army of Darkness, Princess Bride, another good one.
Yes.
Yep.
Andre the Giant.
Yes, Andre the Giant, absolutely. One of his best roles ever. Let's keep scrolling. Oh, real? Oh, that's really. Oh, this is. Oh, no. Okay. I'm scrolling through as I'm doing this. What are some of the other ones? The Evil Dead. That was a good one.
Yep.
Pink Floyd The Wall.
Yeah. So it's just one movie, though. One movie with a cult following is what they're saying?
Yeah. Clockwork Orange. You ever see that one?
I have watched it once.
Stanley Kubrick. I saw that one as a kid. Terrified the living crap out of me.
No, you don't do
Pulp
that.
Fiction's number 4 on this list.
I could see that.
One of the best movies of all time.
Yeah, that was got a big kind of following.
This one's up your alley and my alley.
Uh-oh.
This is Spinal Tap.
Yes.
I mean, come on, bro.
Another one I'd watch on demand. As
Kids, if you've never seen This is Spinal Tap,
shame
it's
on
worth it, man. It's worth it for you. It would be like going back and watch. I mean, here. All right. So when it comes to comedy that kids should see, if you're like in your 20s or whatever, you got to see This is Spinal Tap, and then at some point you have to go down a Monty Python rabbit hole. You have to go down the Monty Python. There's a whole bunch of documentaries out there on them now, and they got their stuff is spread across all the streaming services. But do yourself a favor. Long time ago, like it was like, dude, that show was like what, late 70s, early 80s or whatever. But man, it still holds true today. But if you're not familiar, you go down the Monty Python.
The Night is the greatest ever.
So on this list, number 2, best cult movies of all time, Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
Like that one.
Yep.
And number 1, I can see Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah, just because of, I mean, there used to be.
Yeah.
There used to be Rocky Horror Nights everywhere.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Every Friday you'd go and find them.
All right. Well, it is Wednesday, and I believe that people have sinned, and they let us know.
This is my favorite part.
They let us know that they have sinned, and we're going to open up the 4th and 20 confessional when we come back on OnSideRadio.com.
You can reach out to Toast and Marsh by dialing 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
With Make-A-Wish, the impossible becomes possible. A girl battling cancer can become a race car driver battling the course. The boy showing all the nurses his fire trucks can take the helm of a real one. Wishes can give kids with critical illnesses the strength to keep fighting, get better, and grow up.
Where there's a wish, there's a way.
Wishes need you. Visit Make-A-Wish at wish.org.
Listen to every Inter-Miami CF match on your home for La Rosa Negra. OnSideRadio.com. Catch us every day on the MyTuner Radio app.
She's kind of a big deal. Some people like to say it's only because of how she looks. She sticks her tongue out a lot. But there's just something about her that makes people do crazy things, like get tattoos of her face, or wait in line for hours just to say hi. Lil Bub is a 2-year-old cat, an Instagram celebrity with a following bigger than some 90s television stars. And it all started because she was adopted. You can't buy a best friend like Lil Bub, but you can adopt one. Help us save them all at bestfriends.org.
I'm Ryan Seacrest. First responders are people who stand for a greater purpose. They will be there for you when nobody else is, to help you, your family, your community. This is their selfless promise. This is their sworn duty, to protect, to serve, to help. They put themselves in harm's way for us. They come to the rescue at times when we need them most. First responders are making enormous personal sacrifices to keep showing up for us and fighting the good fight. Nearly 70% of all firefighters are volunteers. That means when they get injured or quarantined, they may not have a way to pay their rent or keep their family safe and fed. No matter who you are or where you live, when you call 911 and ask for help, first responders show up. Now, let's show up for the people who show up for us every day and every night.
Go to firstrcf.org and make a difference today.
Keeping you informed in the world of sports. With an OnsideRadio.com sports update.
The Miami Marlins 3 in a row after beating the Atlanta Braves 14-8. Adam Duvall, 4 hits, 2 home runs, 7 RBIs. Game 3 of the 4-game series is tonight. Nick Neidert and Charlie Morton. The pitching matchup, first pitch 7:20. The Ice Cats, they win again. They beat the Dallas Stars 3-2 in overtime. Frank the Tank Vetrano with the power play overtime winner. Chris Drieger had 24 saves. Next game in Tampa, that is tomorrow night. The puck drops at 7. And your Miami Heat, not so fortunate. They lost to the Phoenix Suns 106-86. The Suns bench scored 65 points. Jimmy Butler had 18 points in the loss. Butler did roll his ankle in the fourth quarter, but returned to the game. They are in Denver tonight. Tip-off, 10 o'clock. This is South Florida's home for local sports talk. This is OnsideRadio.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20. To reach out to Toast and Marsh, dial 888-441-4623. That's 888-441-4623. Back to the 4th and 20. This is The Confessional with Father Toast and Brother Marsh.
Ah, yes. Welcome, my children. The confessional is open. So here's the deal. Every single week, we have folks that go ahead and give us their confessions anonymously on Twitter. Pick the ones we enjoy the most, and I tell them all about them. I tell you them right now. I am Father Toast. He is Brother Sean. This is the confessional. Number 1. I once put contact lenses in on top of others to see if I could get supervision. Instead, it all just went cloudy, and I tripped and chipped a tooth. What an ass.
Deserve it.
I've never heard of someone doubling up on their contact lenses before.
Well, if one works, let me double it up.
But I can see myself giving it a shot if I was a contact person. Like, hey, you know what? I understand the logic they were thinking. Really magnified. Like maybe you were sitting in the, you knew you were going to be sitting in the nosebleeds for a sporting event. Hey, I'll wear double contact lenses. That way I'm in the 5th row. Number 2. When I was 10, I stuck a pin through a bar of soap, and the tip broke off. I panicked and hid it in the cupboard. Months later, my dad started screaming while taking a shower. The soap company sent us a huge case of soap by way of apology.
I'm going home and doing that today.
Oh, my God. Oh, boy.
Oh, that's helping the skin out.
Yeah, it is. That is, talk about exfoliating.
Ooh.
Number 3. Only just found out after 10 years that LinkedIn is not pronounced LinkedIn. Spent all day wondering how many meetings I said that in. LinkedIn. Hey, did you check out LinkedIn? It's LinkedIn. Oh, LinkedIn. LinkedIn.
Nobody corrected them?
No one corrected them all these years. They just snickered and laughed at them behind his back.
You got a bunch of yes men and women.
Exactly. Your coworkers don't like you.
Not at all.
Number 4. When I left home, I forgot to take my porn mags with me. Imagine my surprise when I came back to find that my mom had neatly filed them in a manila folder for me.
Oh, that's a good mom.
She never discussed it with me.
Oh,
that is a good mom.
That's true love right there.
Now, where does she leave the manila folder? Did she write porn on the cover of the manila folder so you knew what was in there?
You dirty one, you. It just had a disappointing face on it. That's all.
Next one. Since the start of this lockdown, me and my partner have decided to get fit. My mom lives with us, so most nights after we get our kids down, she checks them out, and we will go ahead and roll a joint, go for a long walk, and get high. It's been a form of therapy, and we have never been happier. I got no problem with that. I don't think that's a sin.
No, not
especially
at all.
if you're in a state where it's where recreational marijuana is legal. And your mom loves taking care of watching the kids sleep. She loves it. She doesn't mind, exactly. She probably wouldn't mind if you rolled her a little pinner and gave it to her so she could smoke while you're smoking.
Selfish.
Next
That's
one.
what the sin is.
Exactly.
Selfish.
Exactly. Selfish. Sin of selfishness. Number 6, I write for a craft beer blog. I always wax lyrical about the latest overhopped IPAs. Go on about their aromas, their flavors, their palates. The truth is, most of them are rank, and you can't beat a nice cold bottle of Bud Light or any other beer that snobs look down on their nose at. That may be true. Now, I like an IPA. I like the hoppiness.
I never understood why they smell the beer.
Oh, yeah, it's like why you smell wine. It's like
wine,
why you smell
wine
your farts.
has an aroma. Beer really doesn't have an aroma.
Same reason why you smell your farts. It smells good. And you're curious.
That's
and
all
you're curious.
natural.
When I'm making myself a sandwich, I always dig down into the loaf to get at the good bread near the bottom and leave the stale crummy bread on top for the wife and the kids to eat. Why? Because F them. That's why.
Wow.
It's a rather aggressive
you,
confession
sir,
right there.
deserve what you get.
That
That's
is an
what I say.
aggressive confession.
That's somebody just doesn't care. At this
Because F them. That's why. Man. All
point.
right.
Screw the wife and kids. I'm eating the good bread.
Next one. Start of every July, I post notes on my neighbors' doors asking them to be considerate with their use of fireworks because of the PTSD I picked up in Iraq. Total lie. Never been. I just prefer the peace and quiet.
Oh, I would light every firework right in front of that door.
Dude, I hate the fireworks. I used to love them, but I have dog.
Well, no, I'm not saying the firework, but the fact that they're lying about PTSD.
Yeah. That
right there, I'd at least bang on the door or whatever I can do to make sure they don't have peace and quiet.
I have no problem with you lighting off fireworks on 4th of July.
Yeah.
On New Year's Eve. But I swear to God, if July 6th comes around and you're still lighting them off, I swear to God, I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna puncture your tires.
Oh, we still got somebody in our neighborhood that's still
so
setting
annoying.
off from New Year's.
That is so annoying.
And every Saturday they get all lit up and there's fireworks everywhere.
I'm calling the cops on you. I'm absolutely calling the cops on you.
But they give out the pig to the neighborhood after they.
Oh, they'll do the.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
They do peace offerings, so
okay, I
we
got
allow
you.
it.
Okay, all right. Next one. Woke up after a huge night to find out the fire department had been in my house and I didn't have a clue.
What?
They left a card. You burnt toast. Alarm activated. We came in through kitchen window. Couldn't wake you. Have a nice day. I lived on the 2nd floor. Ladders and sirens were involved. I slept through it all.
You got a problem.
Bro, let me tell you a story.
What?
I had to go to a morning show boot camp convention in North Carolina, like 10 years ago or something. And basically these little things, it was like a Thursday through Sunday, and it was just an excuse to party with DJs from across the country. You only see them once a year. So every night you're just getting wrecked. So the first night we go out, partying, whatever, I get back to the hotel and I pass the F out. Well, apparently at about 4 o'clock in the morning, the alarm goes off. And the entire hotel, like there's like a 10-story building, evacuated. Everybody out on the street, except for Toast. Where's Toast at? Where the hell's Toast? I don't know, man. I didn't see him come out. I go down to breakfast the next morning. Yo, what's up, everybody? What the hell happened to you? What are you talking about? The fire alarm last night. We were all evacuated. We were? Where were you at? I was sleeping the whole time. You didn't hear that? Apparently not.
Oh, God. Wow, slept right through
Yeah.
it. Passed out right through
Yeah,
it.
and apparently
That's
it was
awesome.
a loud-ass alarm. A hotel alarm. So it was
Yeah.
loud as F.
We were at the Nickelodeon when they were doing a cross-country meet, and the other team set off the fire alarm, the team that was staying with us.
There you go.
We had to empty it out 3
There
in
you
the
go.
morning as well.
There you go. Last one. After 3 days sober, I've realized why I drink so much. It's because I'm an insufferable prick who can't even stand my own company.
Oh, man.
You know what? At least you got self-awareness.
Yeah, maybe a little too much.
Right? I mean, maybe a little bit too much, but, you know, at least you do have some self-awareness.
I'm guessing they're single at this point.
My God. All right, so check this out. All right, we can kill the Gregorian chant. This is spectacular. This happened yesterday in Fort Lauderdale. So, you ever heard of Alcee Hastings, the congressman?
Yes.
So he passed away over the weekend, I guess. Rest in peace. And so obviously there's folks jockeying to take over his congressional seat. So the two leading candidates are two former mayors of Broward County. The current mayor, Dale Holness, and then the past mayor, Barbara Sharif. So Holness apparently got the endorsement of Alcee Hastings' family. He has a whole little press conference yesterday to announce his candidacy. And at the candidacy, he's got other local politicians that are vouching for them. And one of the guys that comes up to the microphone, Sean, is his opponent's ex-husband.
Oh, no.
Barbara Sharif's ex-husband
Are you serious?
is going out there campaigning for her opponent. And he was I was like, oh, my God, this is going to be – you know what this is going to be? This is going to be the best campaign ever. This is going to be mudslinging.
Oh,
they're going to battle the hell out of each other. You're bringing in the ex-husband? You're bringing in the ex-husband on the first day.
You know what Holness is doing? He's going to step back and just let the ex-husband just
right?
go. That's
Seriously.
Gonna be it. He'll just sit back and just collect the benefits.
You bring in the ex-husband of your opponent at your introductory press conference off the jump. You didn't even wait like a few weeks.
Man.
Like, oh, my God. This is going to be vicious.
And how long does the campaign?
I don't know. I don't know when the election is. It must be a special election because this can't be going on until November.
No.
man. Come on.
Could you imagine the mudslinging up until November?
Come on. If they're pulling out the ex-husband on day one, by the time we get 8 months into this, they'll be lighting bombs on each other's front yards.
Fort Lauderdale will never be the same.
Oh, my goodness. I saw that yesterday. I just started laughing. It's like, oh, my God, bro. Like, how much do you just hate your ex-wife that you are just showing up like that?
And who approached who? Does Holness approach him? Be like,
so
hey,
I think Holness approached him. I guess they're buddies or something. Or they? Yeah, I don't know. They're all politicians, so they all know each other. You know,
small circle, even though people don't think so. But
yep. We got a little breaking news too. AP, Ponzi schemer Bernie Madoff has died in federal prison, believed to have been from natural causes. Couldn't have happened to a bigger pain in the ass. What an absolute piece of garbage that guy was. How many people lost all their money due to him? Yeah, the Mets as well. Yeah, exactly. But Bernie Madoff, good riddance, bro. Good riddance. All right, we will take a break. One segment left. No Kai today. Kai, he claims he's not feeling great because he got the second dose. I think it's because he watched Bayern lose yesterday. He watched them win, but they lost. They won 1-0, but they lost. They lost the round. They're out of the semifinals. The defending champs are heading home to Germany with their tails between their legs. And what do you know? Kai didn't show up. That's the reason. That's the reason.
Yeah.
He can say, oh, I got the Moderna. No. You didn't want to come in here and face the Liverpool guy whose team's going to lose today because your Bayern Munich lost.
But at least you got today.
Still love you, Kai. I know. Still got today. We go up against Real Madrid at 3 o'clock. We're down 3-1. So if we win today 2-0, we move on because we had an away goal. That's not going to happen.
You're going to win 2-0.
No, we're not going to. No, we're not.
Yes, you are.
No, we're not. No.
And then you're going to get to rub it in on Bayern Munich over there.
That would make me happy, but I don't think that's how it's going to happen. We will take a break. Final segment coming up next. This is OnSideRadio.com.
You can send them a text at 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123.
Hey, it's Big O for EJD Construction, your custom home builder, additions and home remodeling. Our lives have changed. We're making our homes more of an oasis. Call the right place. Call the right people. Eric at EJD Construction for over 16 years. A-rated member of Angie's List in the Better Business Bureau. 305-433-4843. That's 305-433-4843 for EJDconstruction.com.
Ashiro's work is never done. You care for the house, the kids, and our future. We're so grateful for all you do. Now it's time to care for yourself and save a little more for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give you the personalized tips you need to boost your retirement savings now. Visit aceyourretirement.org today.
A public service announcement brought to you by AARP and the Ad Council.
It's toast. When South Floridians need hurricane windows, there's only one crew to call, Brett and Tom at B&T Windows and Doors. They came to the crib last year, installed PGT windows and doors, and now I'm set. No more plywood, no more knuckle-busting wing nuts. PGT windows and doors will keep me and my family safe the next time a named storm comes rolling on through. Call B&T today, 954-233-0126, or bntwindowsanddoors.com. And P.S., do me a favor, tell them you heard about them on OnSideRadio.com.
Hey, it's me, your cell phone. We need to talk about something serious. I know you love me. I know you like using me wherever you are, but I feel like this isn't working out when you're driving. I know you may think that it's possible to focus both on me and the road, but I just don't feel the same way. I think we should spend time away from each other when you're driving. It's for the best.
Visit StopTextStopWrecks.org, a message brought to you by the National Highway Traffic Safety Administration, Project Yellow Light, and the Ad Council.
Inter Miami CF fans, the 2021 season has arrived.
He got into Morgan, now beats out of the heart of the penalty area, picks out the bottom right-hand corner, and Inter Miami have a 2-goal lead. Pizarro's second for the club.
This Sunday, La Rosa Negra hosts the LA Galaxy at Drive Pink Stadium. Our pregame coverage starts at 2 p.m. Don't miss any of the action all season long. Download any of the apps at our website at OnSideRadio.com. This Sunday, tune in to OnSideRadio.com at 2 p.m. Game time is at 3 with the voices of Inter Miami CF football, Chris Whittingham and Thomas Rongen. Your football is live, exclusively at OnSideRadio.com.
Now that it's springtime, it's only getting hotter here in South Florida. Make sure your AC in your home or business is running smoothly by investing in a preventative maintenance plan from M&S Air Conditioning. And M&S is a Mitsubishi Diamond Elite contractor. When you purchase a new Mitsubishi electric mini split system, you'll get a 12-year warranty. Or install a high-efficiency polarized air filter in your AC unit that captures and destroys biological contaminants to improve air quality. M&S Air Conditioning have been providing prompt, honest, and reliable service for over 30 years. Schedule service or call to get more info on our preventative maintenance plans. Call 954-421-3680 or visit ac-florida.com.
A message to help keep you safe. If doctors told us today that we'd made a breakthrough on COVID-19, saving thousands of lives, we would rejoice. Finally, a good news day. We'd feel less afraid that our loved ones would be struck by the invisible enemy. We'd start to feel hope that we could live our lives again. Well, a mask does all that. We can help protect others by covering our noses and mouths, which is how the virus mainly spreads. Masks are a ticket to freedom, to be out in the world, to getting together, back to work, back to doing what we want. If doctors announced we could save lives today, we would grab that breakthrough with both hands. While we wait for a vaccine, grab the breakthrough that's already here. When we're out, it's masks on.
Brought to you by the Ad Council.
Inter Miami CF fans, join us at our new home this season for all away games as we broadcast live at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company, 1901 North Federal Highway in Pompano Beach. Join Big O and Alex Dono for the live pregame, halftime, and postgame shows while we watch the games. Enjoy meticulously brewed beer on site, delicious artisanal pizzas, live music, and giveaways. So, the new home for all Inter Miami road games is at Dangerous Minds Brewing Company at the Pompano City Mall, where they'll feature all the Inter Miami games. Follow them on Twitter at Dangerous Minds B and Facebook and Instagram at Dangerous Minds Brewing, and visit them at dangerousmindsbrewing.com.
Welcome back to 4th and 20 with Toast and Marsh. To reach out to the boys, send a text to 844-416-8123. That's 844-416-8123. Here's Toast and Marsh.
Final segment, 4th and 20 podcast. I am Toast, Sean Stanley, sitting shotgun as always. Little breaking news just came across. UFC has announced that Poirier-McGregor 3, the trilogy bout, is official, set for T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas at full capacity. Will be happening the main event of UFC 264 on July 10th. So there you go, baby. It will be the first card held at T-Mobile Arena since UFC 248 during the first week of March 2020. So it has been a year, and there you go. So Poirier, McGregor 3. These guys are at one apiece right now. Poirier just won the last one, rather convincingly, yes. I will say. And we'll see how the rubber match goes with this one. But that's good. Listen, man, anytime Conor's fighting, it's must-see TV. I will buy that one on pay-per-view just because he's involved in it.
And Dana's banking on that. That's why it's going to be a full T-Mobile Arena.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Listen, there's not a lot of guys in UFC that move the needle with non-UFC fans, and Conor is one of the few. Mm-hmm. And so this will be a huge. And,
I honestly think Conor's the one. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Right now,
I mean, you're right. At this point,
I think Brock Lesnar.
Brock Lesnar would be the other name I would say, but he's out now. I would say
Khabib as well.
What's her name? What's her name? Who's out?
Amanda Nunes?
No, not the one before her. What's her name?
Rousey?
Ronda Rousey.
Yeah.
I mean, Nunes is better, but Rousey moved the needle. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody wanted to see her.
Right, exactly. So just in terms of fighters that move the needle to the average or very casual UFC fan, Conor's pretty much it. Yeah. Conor's pretty much the guy. Yeah, I don't know. All those, God, man, it's funny when you think about, we're getting old, Sean, because all those other guys, man, they're all old, man, like Tito and all those guys
They're
are
still
done.
fighting, too.
I know
That's
they
the
are.
weird thing
I know
about
they are.
It's like
just, yeah.
every money grab. But
right.
Tito's now actually in government as well.
Yes, he is. He's
Yeah,
like the mayor or something, or
yeah, he's got a couple of things on the list that makes you shake your head or something.
Whatever, man. Good for him.
Hey, he's making a difference, I guess.
Talk about something that makes you feel old, Sean, is that yesterday, yesterday it was announced, and this one, I thought this, I'll be honest, I didn't realize we still had folks over there. Apparently, we're going to pull all of our troops out of Afghanistan by September 11th, which would mark the 20th anniversary of us sending folks over there. Dude, we sent folks over there. I had friends that went over there when I was in my mid-20s. Mm-hmm. I'm now in mid-40s, and we're just, I mean, bro, was it worth it? 20 years, man. Damn. I wonder if we get do we get like an itemized bill when it's all over?
Oh,
Here's
sure
how
we'll
much
get
you
something.
spent.
Yeah.
Here's how much you spent over the last 20 years. How many billions and trillions of dollars would that be?
And for what was the? I mean, I don't know some of the time when.
Listen, I'm just glad those guys are all coming home. Glad they're all coming home.
Yep.
And here's good news: Tortuga Music Festival. Have you ever been?
I have not been,
all right,
but I want to go.
So you know that we haven't had any musical festivals down here. Last year's got canceled.
Yeah, we finally started getting a lot down here,
right?
And they got canceled.
Right. They tried to. Normally, it was always held in April. Then they tried to move it to November of last year. It also still got canceled again. So this year, it is going to happen. It will be happening October 2nd through 4th. So no problem. They'll have a full-ass crowd. Some 25,000 people will be able to get in there. And an interesting – so here's my thing about Tortuga. It's a country festival, and that's fine. I'm not a country music fan, but if you are, it's great. You've got Miranda Lambert,
Kenny Chesney,
Tim McGraw, Luke Bryan.
Yep.
Lambert is going to be the first ever female headliner. Here's my issue with Tortuga is that over the last couple years, they've gotten weird. And they do all the country stuff, but then, and like this year, bringing in Pitbull.
Wow. Okay.
2 years ago, they brought in Snoop Dogg, which is great. Love Snoop.
Yeah.
But how does, really? I don't, and they're bringing in the Bare
Naked
Naked Ladies.
Rock one night as well? Like they did
No,
country
so
and
that
rock
was,
one
that
time?
was Riptide.
Oh.
Yeah, so Riptide would do a 2-night thing where it was alternative rock one day and then classic rock the second day. But Tortuga, it's always country. And then the last couple years, they've started to throw in different artists that aren't country. Snoop Dogg one year. This year, it's going to be Pitbull and Bare Naked Ladies. And for me, I don't know, man. I'm not into that. I want to go see a country festival, then have it be country. If you want to have a festival that has multiple different genres, that's fine. But it can't be all country and then one hip hop. Seriously. And how many of the folks that are going to see Miranda and Luke are going to go see Pitbull? Is there a crossover there? Is there, like, I don't.
I'm trying to think through if there's ever
I got
any,
neighbors.
Like,
I got neighbors
crossovers with
that
those.
blare country music. I've never heard them blare Pitbull.
No, I never seen.
And
Pitbull.
I have neighbors that blare Pitbull, and I've never heard them blare country.
Yeah. Nelly.
Yeah,
I've seen
I
in the
don't.
country scene,
I don't
but,
see a crossover here, but maybe I'm wrong.
Oh, darling.
Listen, here's the reality.
Well, Pitbull did get into NASCAR, so maybe he's trying to appeal to some other fans.
I would say this: the reality is that it has been so long since we've had a concert. People aren't going to care. They're just going to go. They're just going to go. They're just going to go.
You're going to have people out there going, Miranda Lambert.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, or whoever she is, let her sing.
Let her sing.
I
Put
want
her
an
out there.
encore.
This will be the first time the first group that goes on stage will have a full crowd.
Exactly right. You'll have people there for the friggin' sound check. It'll be a sold-out crowd for the sound check. All right, we're going to wrap this one up. A little update. I do not anticipate being here tomorrow. I'm getting my second shot today. And everyone that I know that has gotten the second shot has needed 24 hours to get over the second shot.
Myself and Tito will hold it down for you.
There you go. So tomorrow it'll be Sean and Tito holding it down, and thank them for that. I'll be back in here on Friday. We'll preview the weekend. Hopefully all the big boys win tonight. And as always, man, see you.
Enter Miami CF, your official furniture